I think you're
You recording?
100% wrong on.
I think you're 100% wrong because I don't think you understand it.
Are we recording?
From the side.
Yep.
Okay, so we on right now.
So you think I'm wrong as far as what goes?
I think not necessarily wrong. I'm saying like you don't appreciate what you have, as in your sister allowing you to be that guy whenever you need to be that guy.
Okay.
Because
She does.
right, but and you've seen mine literally, nah, stop, no, until like shit's got to hit the fan where she's just had enough. I was like, we shouldn't be there. Like, where's the guidance? Like, where's the steps? Where's the progress report? Like, where are we at? Like, do I need to check at 20%? You know when you know your kids.
I think in
when
my
they're gonna
situation, like my sister, like I respect her as the mom, but she also respects me as the uncle.
buck. You see, I don't have that respect.
She
to
also
anybody.
respects me as the uncle because, like, in my mind,
Is your sister younger than you or older than you?
she's younger than me.
Okay, that
in
matters.
my mind, I don't think of mom. I think of
Little sister.
no. I don't think of mom. I think of nephews. Like, so she can. She's the mom. She's the mom of them. But in my mind, I'm like, these are my nephews, so I'm going to raise them as my sons.
Okay.
And that's just what I feel. That's what I feel in my heart. I'm always going to raise them as my sons. Now, has she checked me? She has 100% checked me before. I'm like, yo, listen, Dad doesn't feel blase blah about certain situations that you handle when he's around.
So you overstepped.
Oh, you overstepped your boundaries.
You overstepped the
as far as,
boundaries.
like his actual. Dad.
So they have. So let me get this understood. So they have a dad.
They have a dad.
Okay.
Were these moments when
Imagine
he
that.
wasn't around, or what? You both were in the room.
We were both in a room.
Well, that's his children though, so you need to step back.
But Uncle Roll is Uncle Roll. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
So if they do something wrong, as an uncle, you respond to the situation.
Did you give a second for Dad to kick in though?
right.
I don't know. I just
that's probably what it was. You probably just went ahead and it's like,
oh
I'm
boom,
gonna
things
initiate
happen
this.
and bang. I'm happy. Like, these are my babies. I love them to my core. So
Question.
I'm going to respond and do whatever when they do something. I'm here for it.
Fire.
No, but hold up. Culturally, who are your uncles? Like, you guys are fake fuck cousins.
Our uncles are like our uncles
I don't
are
even
like,
know if y'all.
cousins.
Yeah, I don't know.
our uncles are like what surrogate fathers. All of our
Right.
uncles, all of our uncles have gotten the green light to be fathers when the father's not around, even when the father's there.
So I have older cousins
Well,
and I have uncles, but like
second.
me,
One second.
We don't have that. My uncle could never come to me, any of them.
But
they
hold
could
on.
never
Give
come
me
to me.
1 second. Because
I want to hear about
you were single. You were raised by a single mother.
single mother.
So I could see why the uncles played a surrogate father role.
Even him, who his father was in the household. My mom's brother, who played like a father role.
To him?
Did to me.
Who's your mom's brother?
But Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Cam's dad. So
I don't know black people.
what
didn't know that?
did
I
Cam's
knew that, but I didn't know that. I just want to hear him
did
say it.
Cam's dad, who was your father's cousin, did he have the green light to correct you when your father wasn't around?
At all times.
When he's not around. Is what we're
What
getting
about
at.
when he was around?
When he was around, he was allowed to do.
Yeah,
But he didn't. But he didn't need to because.
But
the
he
father
didn't.
was there.
He never did when my dad was around.
Because your dad had it.
Because my dad had it.
Okay.
Exactly.
My dad had it.
Okay, so let's make sure we got that clarification first.
Yeah.
Now, your situation is a little different, being coming with a single mom.
Right.
Like, uncle always got say so because the dad is absent.
Right.
But being that the dad is present and active.
Hold up, he's not absent.
But when my dad was there, nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yo, if man isn't there, man's there.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. And so in your instance,
AB never
man,
had to check you?
AB's checked me a lot of times.
so man is there, and you still feel the necessary need to
I don't give a damn about.
their dad.
I don't care about none of that. Like them is my kids. Those are my babies.
They're not.
But what's your relationship
I
with
know.
him?
I know.
They're not.
Yeah, but they're
We're
not.
cool.
They're
We're
just
cool.
not.
We're cool.
You're cordial. You're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. Yeah. We don't hang out or
It's,
nothing like that.
it's
but
not like if
when we go over to the house.
If
When I go over to the
Jarrell
house,
came and checked your kids, you gonna let him rock because
Let him rock.
That's your blood. That's your family.
yeah, let
whatever.
him rock. If he
It's not the same.
And y'all
way
have the
with a man
same
on that side.
expectations.
Have you and him had that conversation?
No.
I see you're tripping.
Also, let me ask you this: do you know his background as far as how he was raised? Was his father active in his life?
Right. It's
No.
just his first time.
I don't
Because
think he was.
because
I
if
think
he
was in
doesn't have
jail for a
okay,
period
so
of
if he
time.
hasn't had a father, this is his first go round, so he's just winging it.
He's doing what he
okay.
thinks.
So I'm not one to check him. I'm just doing my duties as an uncle. I don't care about what
What are your duties?
to raise men.
See,
Okay.
But here's the thing, though.
I agree.
On the
You have your own
smallest
plan.
level.
I agree.
If I'm taking my son to the baseball field to go hit balls, I'm going to go pick up my nephews to go hit balls
There's nothing wrong with that.
because those are my babies.
How many times has my uncle picked me up, or uncles picked me up, or older cousins picked me up to go hit balls and go do whatever?
White uncles are different.
0.
Goose egg.
I would never in my life. So
I had an uncle
so
that pulled a gun out on my dad before.
Cam's dad is not my real uncle, but I always called him uncle. I always called him uncle. He would pick me up to go night fishing. We would go do certain things or whatever because
ain't
he
never
showed
get
me
lost?
different. No, but he showed me different things. Like you don't got to be like blood to be uncle or anything like that. If
Right.
somebody you call uncle is that's your fucking uncle.
right.
Me and my uncle roll when it comes to my 100% when it comes to my sister's kids, they're going to be raised like they're my kids.
But
Is
you
he-
can't overstep the father.
You can't.
Right, you can't.
Is
There's
he
no
out,
question.
Is he out right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out.
You guys haven't sat down and have that conversation? Because I feel like that would be simple.
You know
I'd
what?
have
Time
been
out.
had the
I
conversation.
What is
don't-
he gonna What is he gonna say to me?
I don't
It's
necessarily.
about what you say to him.
I'm first man up.
What is he gonna say to me? I'm still saying whatever the fuck I want to my nephews.
Okay,
He
let's
can't
take,
say
you're not
anything.
allowed
hold
around.
on. Let's take a step back.
You dead, then you out.
Then
Wait a
there's no
minute.
way in the world I'm not gonna be around.
Hold on,
my
hold on,
nephews.
wait,
you
wait,
think
whoa,
that. You
whoa.
think that. You
Okay,
have
okay,
access
that
to
sounds
her.
good.
Let's take a
Whatever.
step back. Let's take a step back. What did your sister approach you with? What did she say in her words? To
This is so good.
because you said she said that you overstepped.
He thinks he's just control because he has.
No, but I
He's
get
a
where
big
he's coming
brother. This
from.
is his little sister. I get it.
No, but
I
we
completely
just-
get you.
But he
We
has
just-
no idea what it feels like where there's no control.
We
and
just
when
want to
they push
find
you
the
away.
balance. What exactly did she say?
And there's nothing you could legitimately do.
He had a situation where he wasn't around.
Okay.
For how long?
Couple years.
Okay.
So that's when you really
That's where I
went
was-
hands on with the nephews.
All the way hands on.
Understandable.
All the way hands on.
Understandable.
Those are my babies.
And then he comes back around,
And then he comes back around,
picking up where he left off.
picking up where he left off.
Where he's
Obviously,
supposed to.
I want them, but I'm trying to put the kids in a certain kind of situation where their mental and their mind is going down a certain kind of path.
Have y'all had that conversation yet? Why not?
I don't feel like I need to have that kind of conversation solely on the fact of I'm the uncle.
Okay, but you know him. Is he on that wave? Does he get it? Because if you don't have that conversation, he can. What's the word? Counter that.
I think he knows. I think he knows solely on the fact of when I'm around.
Is there a trust there?
When I say something, he understands it, and you know what I'm saying. Like he checks Carter on the same kind of level.
Okay, remember when you stayed with me and I went outside and that little ball was in the thing and I just threw the piece of Gatorade up there and it hit it and he was like, and you said, "Hey man, don't do that shit around my kid no more, man."
He did do that.
And you got tight about that.
Carter's ball. Hey, listen. So Carter's ball was stuck in the tree, right? It was stuck in the tree. I threw like 3 things up to get it down. I couldn't get it down. Job walked out with 1 bottle, threw it up one time, and it came down. I was like, "Don't do no dad shit around my kid again." Like,
So
da, da, da.
obviously, so you feel that. So obviously, you have to get that same.
So
type of
I
respect.
understood him being mad because
It makes sense.
it makes sense. But in my mind, I'm just like,
But you know he can get
Those-
you cut out, right? Because if she wants her family to work, and he says, "Listen,
I would get cut.
I don't like the way he's doing things. I wanna do it this way."
Obviously I would just change.
Okay, so you would adjust. Okay,
I would
So
just
you're logical about it.
I would just adjust. If it was a situation where I couldn't be
As long as
around,
they're still safe and everything's cool.
yeah.
but
If it was a situation where I couldn't be
let him
around
take the
my,
lead.
my babies, then I would 100% just chalk it up and
You feel like he understands your intentions?
100%
Okay.
because he lets everything rock.
So then, what was it? What was it that she said when she approached you?
Listen, we got to kind of like fall back, like their dad's home now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to like just play a certain kind of role.
What
Your
you're saying.
feelings mean dog shit.
I disagree.
That's just your
I
feelings.
don't. I
But
don't.
I understand.
But what I'm saying is, technically, at the end of
That's
the day,
because he's experienced it differently. You feel me? He's experienced.
He understands how quick it could be to where she says,
it's over.
"You're
Stay
done."
away. Yeah.
She could easily say, "You're done."
That's what I'm saying, and he thinks like, oh,
I don't look at.
that won't happen.
I don't look at them like they're not mine. I don't. Like no ounce in me looks at them like they're like any different than Carter.
Okay.
They don't look at. I don't look at them.
Imagine showing up to their house and being like, "Yo, what's going on?" She's like, "What you doing here?" Came to see my nephew. What you talking about?
She holds
Nah,
that power.
you ain't allowed in here.
So
And you be like this, right? Stuck. Like, hold on, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what's going on? Closed door. Quiet
Obviously, that would be a different kind of reality check. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Because Buddy's inside.
I'm not
and she
saying
already knows
that.
what
I'm not
time
saying
you
that can't happen. I'm just talking about how I feel about them.
That's what I'm saying. And then what I'm saying
Things
is
can happen,
Your feelings
obviously.
mean dog shit. Your feelings actually mean they matter to you, and that's it.
I think everybody that
No, but
feelings
what I'm
matter
saying,
to them.
Right? Because like
Just to them.
Like I was just
Like
talking-
yeah, of course they matter just to them. Like
yeah, just
my-
to you. So, but you're taking it as I feel this way, so then I can do this. I can guide this. And I
That's
can
what
be here.
everybody feels in life.
And when you could feel as opinionated, you could feel as entitled as you want to, and it can still
If
be.
it's not
shut the
if
fuck
it's
up.
not a certain reality, I understand that. But that's my reality, and if it has to change, then it just changes. But that's just what I feel. Those is my nephews.
Like we
and-
were just talking about this past weekend when we was at the party, right?
right.
And sitting there, and Dom comes over. He's like, "Yo, what's up? Like, I got him starting a cornerback. Like, he act like he don't care." And what did you do? What I say? I said, "Fuck it, then bench him. Like, it's over."
And I was like, no.
And you was like this. You was like, "What are you talking about, dog?" And
I was so pissed.
And
I was so
I was like,
pissed.
"You don't understand. I can't do anything."
He's talking about his nephew. We're at a party. Dom is his coach. He looks at me and he says, or and he looks at
Then he
him.
comes to me. He's like, "Yo, what's up with your nephew, man? I got him starting a cornerback, and he don't care, man. He just be like, lackadaisical this." And I was like, and in that moment, inside flared up because I was like, "Motherfucker, like you got an opportunity, and they still letting you play." I said, and I know how bad you actually are, this and that. And then I talked to my sister about it. I'm like, man, all I do, just give it to me. If it don't work out, it don't work out. But at least you.
And he
put
was
me in
just
the
like,
best
no, fuck that.
I said,
I
fuck it.
tried, blah, blah, blah.
I'm talking about
And I was
arguing.
pissed. I was like, what are you talking about? That's your fucking, take that boy.
Right.
That's your nephew. Take him. Like listen, bro, I'll take all my nephews.
You old now.
If I can't, like, if it's going to better their lives, obviously I would sit down and obviously have a conversation with my
Because
sister.
it's not like he's a
But I'll
bad
take my
kid or
nephews.
he's on the wrong path or
Nope.
anything. It's just shit's.
Bruh,
He's just being a shitty kid.
It wouldn't even be a thought process of mine if I had to change my life. Okay, yeah, I can't go ahead and do this. I can't go ahead and do this. To have my nephews because I thought it was a better situation for them. I'd have them.
So how important is it? Just for the record, how important is it for because we all know a woman can't raise a man. This doesn't mean that women
that was a wild statement, but go ahead.
I'm just saying
Not the way a man knows what men are. Like,
Yeah.
because she thinks she's
That's
raising
not
her
wrong.
boyfriend. I know
Truth.
who he is.
Truth.
I know who he is in his mind.
That was
He acts like he doesn't even know himself. I've been there. She thinks, oh, he goes over there, he's gonna be this and that, he's gonna be mad. He can be as mad as he wants to be. I ain't going to press him. I ain't on his ass. He got his whole room. He can sit in that room all day by himself. But when I need him to do something, he's gonna do this. When he needs to be somewhere, he's gonna do this. It's just gonna happen.
just for the record and the sake of the podcast, and I'll take the brunt of this. I'm not trying to be sexist. I just understand that there's roles. Women teach women how to be women. Men teach men how to be men.
Assuming there's gender roles.
How important
I'm not gonna
is
lie.
it?
I'm non-binary.
I completely agree with that.
I'm non-binary.
But I'm just saying I'll take the brunt of this.
Them and they.
As you two as being uncles, how important is it
I'm an uncle.
for
you're an uncle
Okay.
too, bruh. You the same way with Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't treat him
Right,
treat him
but I'm
unfairly.
I'm just talking about being an uncle to someone who's in. My mom was a single mom.
okay.
Being an uncle when there's a mother who's a single mom to a young man who's growing to be a man. How important is it for him to get as much one-on-one with a grown man, whether that's an uncle, whether that's
Unbelievably
a cousin,
important, bro.
somebody that has
It's
good
not
intentions.
Enough, there's not enough time.
Not enough.
In the day.
Not enough. Not enough.
Because how
I
does he
agree.
get it? How does he get it otherwise?
I
Like,
agree.
Because it's not saying that the woman's not enough. It's just there's some
See,
things that he needs.
with him,
I can show you
with
text
him.
messages how
only
spicy he
only thing that
talks
sucks with
through
him.
text.
Only thing that sucks with him is he gets extremely frustrated rather than
Mad emotional.
mad emotional about the situation. Which I get it. I get being mad emotional about it. I'm just not that way. I'm just like, I'm going to go. Get
But
him.
I'm always caught
gonna
in
go
the
get him.
fourth quarter.
Like, hey yo, if,
You know what I mean? When shit hits the fan, I'm sick of that shit.
But you still got to
And
take
me,
that.
and me and her only got, and that's what I'm saying. And then you take it away. Like I said, when he was staying with me, oh, he's failing this grade and he can't get this together and da da da. He's talking crazy to me, and I'm like, I'm about to bring him to you. Bad. We waking up every day. We doing work from I'm doing my shit till 11 o'clock at night. I'm on his ass to a point where I'm like, why am I reading these books this much?
Because
This
you
is
know what
ridiculous.
it takes to raise a
Right,
man.
but it's like this. How did this happen? Because it just seemed like just a nice ass little kid that all of a sudden
and
he
it's
just
so
sprouted up
and it's
into a
so
man.
different raising your child versus raising a nephew.
Who could talk shit to you and be like, I'm out of here, and your mama capes for you.
No. I mean,
I
like,
remember on Friday-
I kind of raise him. I kind of raise him the same way. Like, but I'm a little more. I'm more harsh on Carter than I am on
He's
my
yours.
nephews.
He's yours.
Harsh, like I mean, like harsh, like I mean, like
He is yours.
right. But I also feel like they're mine too.
you feel that way, but Carter has no choice but to fuck with you. Your nephew, I don't gotta fuck with you.
Yes,
Right.
he does.
No, he does not. No, he does not. No, he doesn't.
He
No,
doesn't
he
have to
doesn't.
fuck with me.
No, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
You're out of your mind to think that he has
you're
a
out of your
choice.
mind.
You're out of your mind. That's
I
what
got,
I'm saying.
I got
You're
uncles.
so arrogant.
I got
All right.
uncles that I didn't even like. God bless the day. I got uncles that like I
To
had
this day,
ain't really what because
Deontay
man, watch
Wilder.
out, man. I'd have fought an uncle.
I want to beat one of my uncles up right now.
Then they weren't around.
That's what I'm saying. They don't, and you don't have
They
to
just
be around.
weren't around.
True.
Imagine having an
True.
uncle since you were a kid that was involved in your life, that was showing you how to play sports, that was trying to do things.
but I got
you
my
would not
dad.
have just not rocked.
had
them.
100
but then my
coaches.
my dad's a little cooler than you.
But you got a dad though.
and he not really, you know what I'm saying, on my head like that. I don't gotta fuck with you. My
But if
dad's-
you-
Like-
my
like-
daddy
like-
said I don't
like-
gotta
like-
fuck
like-
with you. My dad said I don't listen to you.
Cam's
bro.
dad.
Bro, my
Cam's
dad,
dad.
my dad said I do not have to listen to you.
Yeah, it's over for
But
you.
that's somebody. If your
I-
dad
I
says
don't-
you don't have to listen to this person,
Well, then that's
that
totally
means
different.
that means your dad doesn't even.
Your dad doesn't
respect
respect him. He's not an uncle.
So
And that's what you.
No,
So?
that matters. Though.
So?
That matters.
who do
though.
I respect more, my dad or my
Because
uncle?
as
Right.
Who am I going to respect more, my dad or my uncle?
your dad.
Exactly.
Right. But in this situation, they have an uncle who's like a dad, and they probably respect you.
but
They do.
not a dad.
But if the respect
There's
is there,
no
because
replacing dad.
You're not giving
my-
that dad an opportunity.
First off, I'm not trying to replace dad. That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, you're overstepping his
That's not what I'm
you're
saying.
overstepping your boundaries.
I'm not overstepping anything when I'm there.
And he
if
beat
something
your ass.
happens,
don't want to stutter.
so
don't get me
okay.
started.
If it, all I do is do things
He does more push-ups too.
that I would do if he wasn't there.
But he is there.
But he's there.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
But he might not care about the same things that I care about.
That doesn't matter, man. You're not
Your
their
morals,
dad,
your
bro.
values, your virtues.
That's
do not
why
have
you.
to
That's
match his.
for that reason is the reason why you go harder on Carter than you do your nephews. For that reason, right there.
Isn't he Muslim?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. But he
Bruh,
could be.
as someone who respects my uncle, I respect my uncle like a father. My dad, middle school, high school, we got close, but before that, and even after that, my uncle was
He
still
bought you that E&J?
like no, my father never did that. My father never did that.
This nigga Joe.
But-
man, let's be serious,
Bruh.
Fucking Bob.
Black fathers might be different. I don't know.
Keep that shit moving just the way that you are, because what you remind me of is what Big Mo and all of them did for me and AB. So keep that going. Like, I get it. If there's a father there, you don't want to step on toes.
But what happens
But-
if him and his sister fall out?
That's why he treads lightly.
I would never.
That's
If
why he treads lightly.
If my sister,
That's
if
why he
my-
goes harder
if
with
my
Carter.
sister, if my sister
But
said,
you gotta keep it
You
going.
know how easy it is.
if my sister
Let's
said,
switch-
"Hey, yo, Ty, you better, hey,
let's
yo,
switch sisters.
You better
Let's
stop
switch.
doing a certain kind of thing. If so, you ain't gonna see your nephews no more."
then you're gonna stop.
then I'm going to stop.
Okay,
Right.
Immediately, I'm going to
And
stop.
and the fact that that's even an option is the reason why their dad. That's not an option for their dad. It's not like, well, you ain't gonna see them no more.
Stupid ass boy.
Yeah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's not an option.
But
You walked right into that.
You think
you have-
no, because I think you guys feel like I'm saying that I'm their dad.
It doesn't.
No,
I don't
you-
I mean,
no,
you're
saying that you have
keep
more
saying
authority
They're
in their
mine.
life than you
That's all
think.
you said. They're mine. I look at them.
They're
as
mine. They're mine. As far as like I'm an uncle. They're mine. They're going to be a part of my life for the rest
Small
of my
piece
life.
of DNA.
They're mine.
But-
we are family. Like real.
What if
life
you
family.
move,
bro.
What if you move?
Bro,
I feel you.
their
Do
situation.
they move with you?
Their situation is a lot like mine.
They
Don't
can.
Do they live with you?
They can.
Do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay. They're
And they
not
won't.
yours.
But they can.
But
They can move with me tomorrow, and it wouldn't even phase life.
I
Look,
feel you. That's,
look
that's
at
how
me,
I feel
bro.
about my nephews too.
Their,
Hold on.
their situation is a lot.
three
life
of
would
them.
just be different.
Bruh, the things that Big Mob did
tired.
in my life,
Goodbye.
I'll never forget.
Let's ride.
Bruh, keep it riding. There's a number of
that's my
situations
fam-
where he
listen,
probably crossed the line.
Man, that's my
But-
family. I don't give a damn.
Thank
Like
you.
when they do shit wrong, I'm whooping everybody's ass because I love them. I'm going to give them credit. I'm going to all their
Keep it
games.
going, bro.
When
Keep
I
it
go,
going.
when I can go to
Imagine
their
touching
games,
it-
I'm going to their games. When I go ahead and buy Carter shoes, I think about getting them shoes. Like that's what it is. Like
Fuck
it's,
them kids.
It's
Get nobody no fucking
them
shit.
is them is my peoples.
Sneakers.
Them is my
Skechers.
those are my peoples, and that's just what it is.
Bruh, keep it going because it means a lot. Big Mob, your dad.
And I feel like I can
That
show
shit
a
is
different
huge.
kind of life to them boys.
To me,
I feel you.
I didn't
Period.
have.
I
feel like-
my dad wasn't.
Period.
The guy that knocked
Them is-
over the hot
that's
dog
my
shop?
family, and I love them to death, man. This is
That's
just about to
no
get me
respect for
emotional
the
as
hood.
I
fuck.
almost
No, it
wanted to
should.
knock over
It
the hot
should.
dog
It
shop.
should.
I'm trying to
That's what
calm
real niggas
down.
do.
You-
Trying to
you-
calm
listen,
down,
you
but
should.
it's just getting
This
emotional
hot
as
thing
fuck.
live.
bruh.
Listen, I feel you. That's just your loved
This is my
ones.
this is my fucking
I feel you.
my family.
I feel you. I feel you.
Until it's not.
Listen, I feel no. That's not. It's always going to be that. And I feel
Imagine the baby dad pulling a strap out on you in the streets.
It should never get
fuck
there.
does that got to do with anything?
Happened to me.
It should never get there.
I don't give a fuck about no strap pulled out on me, man. That's them is still my kids.
Are you gonna show up over there while he there? You ain't going over there. You know what type of time he's on.
Why are you trying to get him tight, Joe?
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like that.
I'm trying to get him
Because he think he hard. He wild pussy.
It has nothing to do about being tough or nothing like that. That's just my it's just my family.
I understand exactly.
It's just
what
my
you're saying.
family.
What I was getting at was
when they reject you, you're rejected.
Go ahead, Rico.
what I'm getting at is uncles are extremely important. Okay, because I have
Or not important at all.
or not important at all. But as an uncle, you have an option to fuck with your uncle or not
Uncle. Call him
in your life or not. You know what I'm saying? If Joe, not Joe, but if Murd and his uncle fell out, Murd can go however long he wants without talking to his uncle, regardless of how many Christmases, however many conversations, how many life lessons he gave him. Murd
Could be in the same place with him and not
I
speak
disagree
to him.
though, bro.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree.
You don't think that you can be mad at him and not talk to him?
No.
I was at your cookout. My sister was there,
Bruh.
and I didn't speak to her.
I'm
at
gonna
all.
tell you
The
this. I'm gonna tell you
dynamic,
this.
the dynamic,
I'm gonna
bruh.
tell you this for the rest of my.
There's
for the
no
rest
way
of my
he
life,
would let that happen.
My uncles.
Like-
I mean,
That's
when they get older, when they get older, but when they're kids,
I'm listening.
They have
Listen.
no chance.
I said you have an option. That doesn't.
No, I don't. He has the option to do that, but knowing him, he pull up, get in the car.
That's because you have a respect level for
Now
him.
in the household,
And put one on
But
the chin.
that still doesn't take away from you having that option to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That still doesn't take away that option that you have. These are younger kids, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
but my dad,
And he didn't like go to jail or whatever and not come back around. You know what I'm saying? He came back and got right back to his family to try to be the best dad that he potentially can be, or only ways he knows how to be. So like, what you have to do is you got to, you know what I'm saying, kind of like overshadow him like a supervisor over a manager. He's the manager, but you over there like you got to go like this and watch. You kind of got to fall back. That's, you know what I'm saying. Even though you love them like that, you got to give that man the opportunity to be a father to his kids, because those are not your kids.
I'm not there every day.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying.
I'm literally not there every day. So when I'm over there,
So when you show up, stop acting like you number one.
do you think it's hard?
But he doesn't have to stop acting like he's number one.
I don't.
Hold on.
I don't feel
what
like
I'm
I
saying
act
is
like I'm
but
number one.
you
I just do uncle duties. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't act like I'm number one.
You
just,
have no duties. though.
okay. kids are acting crazy, stop them. You do anything, I'm whooping all y'all's ass.
You putting hands on his kids? I dare you to touch my kids. I wouldn't let my sister put no hands on my kids.
No, it's different
Bruh.
in the black community.
Bro, I beat the shit out your
I'll-
kids.
I feel like there's
I'll
white people
not-
out there that raise like a
I
village.
will slap
think
your
so.
kid's head off.
I will beat the shit out your kid in front of you, jawbone.
I mean, it
right behind you.
sounds
But
good.
do you think it's
Carter's gonna fight you back. For
do you
sure.
think it's
First off,
hard?
Manny Pacquiao got a good head.
Do you think do you think
definitely
it's hard to
punching right back.
communicate with him and like get on the same page?
It's imperative for you to get on the same page.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
He don't
I think
respect
he
him
knows. I think he knows.
and I understand that.
I think he knows who I am now.
I understand that because I've been in a situation like that where like
Must've been
I have a
raised right.
sister. It's like, but we don't intervene in her shit. That's the way she wants to raise her kids. That's it, and they're girls too. So like, you know, I'm a little less hands on with.
Girls?
It's
Big
different,
deal.
you know what I'm saying? And,
Big deal.
and my sister don't need no help. Also,
Big deal. My sister got 3 boys,
my
so it's
sister
like
don't need no help. And then all you see is your sons because these are my sister's boys, which is like. These are me. These are little me. These are little offsprings of me because these are my sisters. I'm my sister's brother, and like
Yeah.
I understand completely why you feel that way about your nephews, but you still got to give their dad. You got to respect their dad. You have to respect their dad.
I don't think I disrespect him.
And if you don't, you see that he's not really fathering, you know what I'm saying, the kids the way that your expectations or what you would think for like your son or what your expectations, but the way that you were fathered, you know, from your dad, and it's like.
What if he takes
But
that back?
but
to,
this
back,
guy.
back,
But if
back
this
to his
guy,
sister?
if it's this guy's first time being a dad, it's imperative for you
This is first.
to talk to him and get him because he don't know, nigga. You the one that know.
Yeah, I think
You got your kids
we're
are
missing
your,
the fact that
your kids
you've
are
been
older
raised
than
by a
his.
dad.
Your kid is older than his. So you've been a father longer than he has,
And you had a father.
and you had a father. So you got a double
And
whammy over
obviously
top of him,
uncles.
and then you just not respecting a man who's trying.
I don't think I disrespect him.
I didn't say you.
But
you're ignoring
he has
it.
no
You're ignoring
guidance.
what I said.
I don't respect him.
No.
You're saying I don't respect him.
No, not at all.
No, that's
not what
no,
he's
no, no.
saying.
That's exactly what I'm
How
saying.
are you missing this?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. He doesn't respect him.
No, but he doesn't even know that he doesn't respect him.
Right. I agree with that. You don't
Because
because
thinks
you don't
these
think
are the way things are supposed to go. Meanwhile, this guy doesn't know how it goes.
I have an uncle role, so I'm going to play the uncle role.
Let me ask you
there's
this. Let
levels.
me ask you this. What do you feel your uncle role is?
Right. What is the uncle role?
You know, because his uncle role is different than everyone else's uncle role.
You have no obligation at all. except
What
for
is
your blood
your
related.
what do you feel like your responsibilities as an uncle is?
You guys think it's
My-
family.
It is.
So,
Me,
am I,
it's just we're
my
related
my
by
uncle
DNA.
role is
That sucks.
whatever they may not be receiving from their father, I have to give them.
Got
He
it.
brought Caden to the
Am I wrong?
No.
he was a baby.
No.
Black baby.
Whatever
No,
they
you're
may
not.
not, if their dad puts them in sports and everything like that,
That's like-
let me show them a different lane here.
Oh, I'm saying, I'm like, this.
Let me go ahead and show them a different lane.
I
Like
know it.
whatever they're not getting at home from their, like if their dad is sports,
You're going to be school.
I'm gonna be school.
Understandable.
You know what I mean? Like I'm doing whatever they're not getting at home.
So what I get from that is it should be a partnership between you and the father, because you need to find out what the father's strengths are and what his priorities are, and what he feels is important. Because there's some fathers who feel like being a good father is providing and solely providing.
See, this is gold. Let's not miss this moment. Because and let me make sure I'm not getting you wrong. What you're saying is recognizing what his strengths are,
100%.
the father's strengths are,
Yes.
and coming in where
That's fucking crazy.
he's
That's good.
lacking. Where he's lacking,
Yeah.
not lacking.
I wouldn't even say lacking. I'll say areas of improvement.
Okay.
Because
Like if he's heavy
Or
over
the
here,
unknown.
or the unknown, because he's never been
I've
in this
never been here
position
before.
before.
I've
You
never
feel
had
me?
this.
And so this is news. Like I'm supposed to buy him new shoes and take him out and shit like that. Like that.
We
that
talking about
some
regular
people.
shit.
Some people feel like that is being a good father. Is providing. Like I buy my kids. I buy them this. I buy them that. I buy them this. I buy them that. I keep a roof over their head. I do this. Like,
Let me ask you a
but
question.
that may be the way that he approaches being a father. And who are you to say that he's not being the best father that he knows
I never
how to
said-
be?
I never-
I'm
that's not
not
what-
saying.
I would
I'm
never
not
say that.
saying that.
He's
That's
just-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's just-
That's not what I'm saying. Calm down. I'm not saying that that's what your outlook is. But what I'm saying is you have to
tone, bro.
understand him, and then if you're
Temperature.
if you are as involved as you are with your nephews, and their father obviously is involved and not absent, then you and him need to be on one accord because you ultimately got the same goal.
And you have,
But
to
you want to
off
go
of
against.
his
You want to go
strength.
against.
No,
him.
no, no. But I think we are on the same accord. I
But
do.
it's not. You're not. There's
No,
no
but
way.
you
Listen,
think that.
there's
he
no
think that
way.
you know that.
There's no way you're on the same accord if you and him never communicated it.
It just doesn't
There's
make
a
sense.
there's a saying that I abide by, and it's they don't know unless you tell
See,
them.
the only reason I thought they weren't on the same
That's
court
the
because
only way that you know that they know is if you tell him. If you've never had that conversation with him, you don't know that he knows that you respect him, or he doesn't know that you feel this way about him, or he doesn't know that you just want to help and you're not trying to overstep him or make him feel less of a man and raising his children. He doesn't know this shit because you never said that to him.
and he never said it either.
But
He
you
shouldn't have to. They're his
Right, that's
fucking
not his
kids,
job.
nigga.
Motherfucker.
It's not his job to say. Could
You
you
got a
imagine?
fine job,
Could
you
you
go, man.
imagine?
Sound
You think he
crazy
knows
as
Could you
hell, bro.
imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody?
I feel like
Me,
we're here.
You're deflecting.
Me.
You're deflecting.
Can I-
You're
wait,
deflecting.
He doesn't
hold
want to
on.
take
Wait, wait,
responsibility
wait.
for
Could
it.
you imagine me?
He's
Could you
self-righteous.
imagine me
He's
coming into your
self-righteous.
house and checking stories?
this, look at this.
What
Where
would
we
you
at?
do?
we would have to talk if it overstepped your boundaries.
You would say something.
But let me tell
He's
you.
never
Hold on,
said
wait a minute,
anything
wait a
to
minute,
me.
wait a minute.
He hasn't
So
said
therefore, he's
something.
never
Wait a
said
minute.
nothing to me.
That's
So
his
therefore,
fault.
Let me
that he's
his fault.
never said anything.
hold on. Let me tell you
Bro,
something.
it's his fault.
He shouldn't
So-
have to tell you as a man. You should know.
No, he should be.
That's how I know you wasn't raised
That's
right.
crazy.
man.
So,
You're-
hold on,
You're
check
doing
this out.
nobody else's
You're
house.
talking crazy because it doesn't make no damn
No,
sense.
think about it, bruh. That's
If he's mad about something, he says something about
He doesn't have to
something.
be mad
And that's
about
how
it.
men
Hold
are.
on, time
It's
out.
God code
Okay.
across the
Right,
board.
right,
It's been
let
that
me
way
get this.
ever.
Let me get
It's
this.
been that
Let
way
me get this.
forever.
Let me get
It's
this.
been
Let
that
me
way
get this.
forever.
Right, let me get
Forever
this.
in life. God code, if you feel a way about something, you bring it up and you talk about it. That's how it's always been.
you were raised by a
doesn't have to be
man.
angst.
Well, you were raised by a man. It's a difference.
He don't know nothing.
Everybody
else but in the
doesn't.
streets.
Everybody doesn't approach their problems head on. So quit giving everyone so much credit. Quit making it feel like everyone's going to approach situations the same way that you are. Everyone isn't raised the way that you are. Everyone doesn't have the same outlook on life as you. Everyone doesn't approach situations the same way that you do. So quit giving everyone else the same expectations because everyone's not raised exactly like Ty Jack.
What's your daddy's name?
The Reverend Gary L. Clark Sr.
That's a little Gary Jr.
That's a fact.
This shit done got my fucking blood boiling on
It's
tip,
supposed. It's
boy.
supposed to. It's supposed to. But like, you can't give him that much. You can't give him that much. Man, you're supposed to come to me like a man. Like, man, no. What if he's a non-confrontational person? What about that?
Then he's non-confrontational
Then what if he
and
just
he don't
snaps
care
one
that
day?
much.
Then what if he
That
just-
doesn't
no.
mean
He does not care that
bro.
much.
That
If
doesn't
you
mean he
care-
doesn't care. That doesn't mean he doesn't care.
It does mean that you don't care.
Or that means he doesn't know how to
It does
control
mean
his-
you don't care
Hold
that
on,
much.
That doesn't mean that.
Hold on.
That
If
doesn't
something
mean
is
that.
bothering you, it
You're
means
talking
doesn't mean
about
that.
you and how me and maybe them. Like, no,
Everyone
bro,
doesn't
you
do
don't
it that
know
way.
this man like
What if
that?
he doesn't have communication skills that well
Talk
to be able to
him.
voice how he feels?
Open up communication
What
with him.
if he's just a raging bull and he's just like, man, I know that,
And when he snap.
and that just happens. You feel me? Everyone doesn't know how to be able to articulate themselves enough to express how they feel without coming off offensive.
Like,
Do you
all right,
know what
well-
his strong points as a father are?
No, but-
No, he doesn't.
No, but
because he,
imagine-
all he sees,
I don't.
all he sees is there's areas of improvement, and I need to step in and help. So, excuse me, you do this.
I
and
don't.
you do that.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
That's all you
But-
do. That's
but-
what comes
but-
off.
I don't do
That's
that
how it
because
comes
because
off.
in all
That's how it comes
situations,
Every
when I go
report
pick
that
up the kids and everything like that, he don't have no problem with it. He doesn't.
Of course not, because he knows you got a good. You're not doing nothing wrong.
Exactly. So therefore,
No, no,
what
no.
am I doing
but,
wrong?
But what he's saying, hold on, wait,
but
hold
just
on,
'cause he's
wait.
subdued
Give me a
doesn't
second.
Hold on, wait,
Give me-
pause.
give
I gotta
me-
pee.
give
I
me-
gotta pee. I gotta pee.
Jesus,
Hold on.
this is
Hey,
good.
hey,
Rico.
hey, give me a second so I can bring this.
I almost said the N word like 2 times.
You almost made me cry.
Bruh.
This is gold. This is gold.
Rico.
Almost stood up.
Hey,
Almost stood
hey,
up
hey,
and walked away.
hey, you know what's crazy?
Why did you just go on me? What did I say?
I can't
AJ.
remember what it was.
Listen,
We were-
everything you're saying to him is everything I've always said to him. And you just laying into him, and I'm just like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. Like, feel that. Because he just doesn't understand that side of things. I was like,
So Ty, and correct me if I'm wrong, AJ. All he's saying is
call him A.
in order to be like, because if you look at it, uncles, fathers, sisters, whatever, it's all a team.
Bro,
They're all positive
And-
male role
and
models.
we really
And-
almost made last
hold on.
call until we got in this conversation.
In order to get the best out of your nephews,
over nephews that don't
if
like
you simply just figure out what the father is best at and you compliment it, first off, you're saving yourself more energy. And number two, it'll just be better camaraderie. You feel what I'm saying? So just all he's saying is just figure out what Pops is great at. Figure that out and figure out how you compliment.
I think that's what I do.
I know you think that you do. All I'm saying is make sure.
I
If
feel like
you make
think,
sure.
I feel like if you think, I don't feel like you're doing it.
Oh, because like I'm like, oh, these kids aren't receiving this kind of knowledge. That's not his area of expertise. I'm not saying I'm an expert,
Just
but I'm saying
that sounds more
just
of a,
not-
that sounds more of
just-
a critique to me.
just
that's
make
not
sure.
that's not his thing. That's not his avenue. That's not his avenue. So therefore, if it's not a slight towards him at all. It's more just okay. That's not what you do. Here I am. I'm here for
I feel
that
like,
other
I
shit.
felt like you missed the part where Murr said compliment him on the things that he does do right.
Why the fuck am I complimenting them?
Because it's a partnership. It's a partnership at this point. Because you'll do more. Like when my pops came around and taught me this entrepreneurship shit, and I started cutting grass, plus Big Mo's teachings,
You was
The
cutting
dog.
grass in the hood
I was cutting grass in the hood.
on $10.
Hey, you know who was one of my clients? Davey. He used to rip me to fucking shreds every
Davey
goddamn
Clark?
week. Davey
'Cause he was
Clark.
flirting
Like,
with
you
you.
ain't cut that grass good. You ain't getting this $20. I'm like, goddamn.
Okay, listen.
I'm
talk
15
all
years
that
old. Give me my goddamn
Talk
money.
that shit you want to.
Right.
When him and his dude was together, they came up. He was running clubs down in Houston. You talking that boy ain't got no bread? They came up here. They had bread. They had the tiki torches. You know, we broke as hell. They had.
So I feel like
everything.
on a certain kind of level, you are
Look, he's tight. He's tight still.
You are no.
No, let's talk about this.
I'm not. I feel like
Kitty
you're a
Rico.
lighthearted uncle. So you have
What does that even mean?
No, let's go ahead.
Lighthearted-
Finish.
lighthearted compared to how I am
You
as an
pussy.
uncle. When it comes to your uncle, you're just like
Your uncle.
I am just. We're gonna have good times. We're gonna go get
I
ice
think
cream.
that
I feel like
receive
the
it.
difference is with me is like
I don't have to
I
raise.
never had a single. My sister was never a single mom.
Okay,
For me to have to step up and play that role.
right.
So like I don't necessarily have the I didn't have to show as much energy. I didn't have to put too much energy and effort into raising my nephews because their parents were always there. Like there was never a hiatus or any type of break where the father was missing. And I felt like I had to step in and fill that role. Like Philip had his kids all their lives.
Always.
Jamel had their kids all his lives. You know, my sister has girls. My nephew Jeremiah. There was a time my sister Narea, she had Jeremiah when she was like 19, 18, and his dad was there, but like they weren't together. So I would go pick my nephew up and like, you know, because I seen there was a void there just because they didn't live together. Like he never missed a beat from his son's life, but like I was just there because they didn't live together. Like I'll babysit my nephew, let's go hoop, come spend time with Uncle AJ, shit like that. So I didn't have to be as involved as you. But being that you took that role, for one, this is your younger sister. For two, you know, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, like this is my responsibility. As a man, I take care of family. Like, I could tell by the way your passion behind it is like family was something deeply embedded in the way that you were raised. Like men
100%.
raise men, and like this is family. You have your family's back, you got your brother's back. We can't go to the what's the name, to the wave pool unless all of us is going type of situation. So like I understand how important family is in the way that you were raised.
It's over.
But what, happy hour or whatever?
Just fuck that. Just the kid ain't coming. Keep going. Let's go.
Go ahead.
So
Imagine just fucking up that fast.
God damn, right. So the way that you are engaged, hats off to you, but not even really hats off. It's just that's second
Just
nature.
life.
It's second nature. It's like, what you talking about? This is my nephews. I'm here. I'm in the like fuck all of y'all niggas. These are my boys. Like I get it because that's family. Is it's like your core morals. You know, mine is like God, family, success.
Go ahead, say some spicy,
No,
stupid.
No. I'm
No,
just gonna ask a question.
those are my three. Those are my core morals. Mine is God, family, success. Yours is probably family within the top two of yours.
You frustrated.
Yeah, it's
You-
it's family.
You see what I'm saying? So, all you see is family. You don't see nephew. You don't see.
How old?
I don't.
How
Right.
old were you when your first nephew was born?
My first nephew was born. I was 27.
Grown as fuck, ready to be an uncle. I buy Christmas gifts. I help read.
I'm 18, 19 years old. Not even at home. I see him when he's a baby. I see him literally while I'm out trying to get grown.
Yeah.
Then the second one gets born.
Angles, man. I love this. This
But-
podcast
but-
is so
but-
fucking
but,
dope,
But here's
bro.
my thing though. Here's my thing though. But
But-
what I'm saying is, imagine that, and then
But I also
that to me is like kind of like what you're almost walking into. But he's being dumb cool, and you're thinking like he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't behind it. But what if he does? Because if he feels like his back's against the wall and he doesn't have no control over his family,
I feel like
and
you-
that's
I
all
feel- I
he
feel
wants
like-
is family.
I feel like a man. I feel
You
like a
taking his
man
family
can
from him.
easily speak to me about something.
see you.
But you're not
your
speaking to
definition
him.
of a man is well, that's true too. That's true too.
you
Good
say?
point. Good point.
You're not speaking to him. You supposed to go through him.
I feel like a conversation with him, getting on the same page with him, would avoid any type of resentment, competition.
Or confrontation,
Because
potentially.
I think uncle and dad together, cousins, everything, everybody
That's-
on the same
you're a
page.
That's
nobody.
fantastic.
is a village. Is a true village.
sure.
If it's on the same
Because I'm
page.
getting it both from both angles.
But you gotta be, if you're the uncle, you gotta be on the same accord with the dad.
with the
Right.
dad.
And I don't
but
know
he's-
what that
but he's
conversation
not
looks like.
going to be on the same accord with a man that you don't respect. It's like,
But
man,
that's what I'm saying.
man,
Imagine
give
you.
me this mic, nigga. You ain't talking about shit. Listen, I said make sure that you know what I'm saying. And even though
Okay.
you're not trying to, you
But-
know what I'm
but
saying.
talk to him.
And you know,
No,
Big,
no, no,
and
no,
you
but
know,
here's the
Big
deal.
Mob has
Here's
never
the
been disrespectful.
And you know what's crazy is I'm going over there tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk to him.
Here's the thing, though.
That's cool.
And he's coming
And
as
it's
a
gotta-
good uncle.
I think it's gotta be
your
consistent.
approach, but your approach has to be.
He needs to
It's
lead.
not even about you necessarily talking about him, talking to him. It's still you finding a way for him to show you that you respect him. He has to earn your respect. When he ultimately doesn't, because those are his kids.
Ask him if he has a
But
problem with how you.
know
do
what I'm
things.
saying? Like you, for you to work as a partner with him, you got to respect him. I'm not partnering with nobody I don't respect.
Exactly.
Just period.
So-
I'm not.
so, okay, here's
doesn't
what-
make sense at all.
Then let's go to this. Then let's go
I'm
to
not
this.
gonna be your partner. I don't respect you. Like, no.
What if
nigga.
you guys didn't get along and you don't respect what his move is? What if you have to go have that conversation? You're like, what? You want this type of time? I don't fuck with you like that. Now y'all at odds.
True.
I don't even want to be at odds.
No, but what
So-
I'm saying,
so-
I-
so-
I-
so
I-
what
I-
you
we're not
rather-
at
I said-
odds.
I
We're
said-
not at
so what-
odds.
No, but what
so
I'm saying
what
is,
you'd rather
what if?
do is
That's
just
what I
like
was at.
I'm gonna play my role and I'm gonna watch from deep and then I'll catch where he falls at. I'm gonna catch where he falls at.
How long?
You know what I'm saying?
How
Like,
long?
So you gotta
Screwed.
what it is you have to find a way. You gotta like find a way to respect him. That's what you gotta do.
This conversation was.
You gotta
Rico got that shit with him.
you
Bro,
gotta
I'ma
find
tell you-
you have
I'ma
to
tell you
find
right
a
now.
way to respect him.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Little Gary Jr. over here.
I literally almost cried.
Or you was in your bag.
I almost stood up and walked away
I saw
from
the
the
corner of
pod.
your eyes a couple times.
I was like, whoo! I almost took these headphones off. I ain't about to do this on the pod,
But here's
but
the thing, though.
That cloth is in you.
this
Chill out.
he said that call.
But what's crazy is I be barking on him the same way, but he just don't
But
take it
but yeah,
serious.
but
'cause
yeah,
it's
no,
me.
but you
Y'all
trigger.
get
You
combative.
trigger. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all
Y'all get-
That's what he does.
yeah,
Like,
y'all-
you trigger.
you don't give it like.
Y'all
Yeah.
go to war.
I'm looking
You
at
say
him,
the-
and
you
I'm
say
like
the
this.
same exact
I'm
shit.
like, I'm like, this is the same
You
thing
did.
I've been telling you. You like this, and you like this.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like, I
you'll,
know he ain't
but you'll
something
throw,
serious.
No.
you'll throw somebody that like,
You're-
yeah, and you a
you're
bitch,
joke-
shit like
jokey
that.
and you
It's
try
like,
to-
No, because
You try to say something that'll dig me more,
Guys, I'm like this. I'm like, well, you pussy then too.
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll say something like, "Yeah, what
They'll
you
be
don't
like,
know,
"What's
what
up,
you
though?"
don't know is like your sister be fucking on her man's, or say something dumb in the conversation just to try to like dig. You know what I mean? Just it's a joke. It's a joke, obviously, but he says something that makes you just off the conversation when he's trying to talk about some real shit, but he
Right.
won't talk about no real shit. He won't talk about no.
we're not
real
doing that. We're not
shit.
doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
She got a real big clip. I'll be digging off in that ass. Man, that shit was trash.
I'm not rapping again. My
Can't
shit was
do
too
it.
good
You
the
went
last
too
time.
crazy.
I went
Went too crazy.
Hot ass
Went too crazy.
basement, hot ass
Man,
conversation.
that conversation, guys. So
But that's fire, bro.
I
Like,
was yelling,
yeah, you supposed to. We all did.
and then you yelled too. Yeah, we
No,
was.
listen, I'm over here like this, like drunk tapping him, like let me get mine. And you like this. He goes.
he did do that. Yeah, he
He
did.
just put his
stop
hand
it.
on me and all of this. I said,
because he's passionate about this, and we can appreciate the you
no,
know.
and he was
Ooh.
wrong, and you
Young Money, motherfuck the other side.
You just
They can
stopped.
fuck
You
with us
couldn't-
if
you
they
couldn't even
want.
finish.
I get them homicide. Word to my mama, I'm gonna pretend you're ballin' till I getting out the game. It's like coming out of a coma. I'm
She
trying.
got
When they
them
know
red
when
eyes.
this
I'm
rap
on
shit
that red
get going,
flag.
all I ask is that you play from me, please. And the beat.